in today's gospel, we hear this. This is this incredible line that in the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. And then a few verses later it says, and then the Word became flesh and lived among us. I don't know about you, but that freaks me out. Like that idea, like kind of, I don't know if I really like it. Because when God is distant, like, from a distance, right? When God is distant, I'm like, cool, he can't see as much. But then it says, but the Word became flesh and lived with us. I'm like, do you have to? Because I thought I could maybe hide a little bit. Some of the worst things, like, God, maybe you don't know about those things. But now that you live with me, now that the Word becomes flesh and dwells among us, again, it kind of, gulp, zoinks, Scooby. But think about it this way. I invite you to consider it this way. This is the Father's word that goes forth. And the word basically says, will you? Will you love me? The Word becoming flesh and dwelling among us isn't just about, okay, now I can keep a closer eye on you. Like, having the parents. Anyone here have a parent who low-jacked them? That's freaky. Someone raised their hand, seriously. And that's great. That's fantastic. But if you ever gotten in trouble, anyone here on probation with the law? You have an ankle bracelet? That's fine. No judgments here. But that's what it feels like. The Word became flesh and put an ankle bracelet on us, track our movements. But here's this. The Father sends out His Word, and that Word is not an imposition. The Word is not an imposal. It is a proposal. Imagine it that way, that in your life and in my life, the Father said this, will you? The Word becoming flesh and dwelling among us is the Father saying, will you love me? That's it. Will you let me into your life? Are you willing to have this relationship with me that changes everything?